Great movements are not made instantly, but great movements are a process of patiently working passionately to inspire a coalition of people with the same interest, passionate about critical issues of their time. Good morning from Bangkok, Thailand. My name is Shadrach Agaki, a technical trainer with a deep interest in food system transformation and local climate action. Welcome to the second day of the youth preparatory meeting in readiness for the United Nations Food System Stake Talking moment that will be happening in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Why is the meeting that is getting into the second day important? We need to create a movement of young people who have a deep interest in food security, in climate change, and in better livelihood of people from Africa to Europe, to America, to Africa, to ensure that we eliminate poverty, that we get by 2030 to zero hunger, that we get by 2030 to address climate issues. So I'm in this meeting with a view of starting and continuing with a movement that will see technical and vocational training institutions, technical skills playing a big role in the transformation of the food system. I know many sometimes wonder why we have to talk about technical and vocational training institutions and technical skills as being part of the transformation of the food system. Here's the thing. We need to focus on the kind of skills that we will require to enable the transformation to happen within local settings, within the local context. And we are aware that majority of young people, most cases have not had an opportunity to get an education that extends beyond secondary school. But the framework of technical institutions is made that you have the opportunity to get to acquire a skill of your own, a skill that you're passionate about, that you use to perform functions that are important to the development of the society. For instance, there is a wave in the world today recognizing technical skills as key factors and elements that will help the attainment of sustainable development goals. Take, for instance, plumbing. We have to ensure that agriculture is not dependent on rain-fed agriculture. We need to build irrigation infrastructure. So it means we will need people with plumbing skills, water engineering skills to help in terms of transforming the local food systems. Where do we get those skills? At the technical and vocational training institutions. So it means we also need to take stock of how far we are in terms of improving our technical institutions and technical frameworks to ensure that nobody is left behind. With models and frameworks like modularization of the curriculum, it is now possible for us to have a young person or any individual with passion to go and obtain a technical skill within 3 months. So why is this important? As we sit in conferences like this, the idea is to spark a conversation that will inspire young people, not only in the conferences like this, but the leaders from conferences like this will be inspired to go back to their villages and start to advance the conversation that will help accelerate the process of making this movement relevant to the key issues that we face. That's food security, climate change, youth unemployment, and many other sustainable development goals that we need to achieve by 2030. So let's remember, there is no movement that is started instantly, but a painstaking process that require building coalitions, building partnership and collaboration from different parts of the world. And the conference that we are having in Bangkok today and tomorrow will ensure that we come up with a declaration that represents the voice of young people that will be given at the United Nations Food System stock taking moment in Ethiopia. So I want to invite all of us to remember that we are part of the movement. And that movement is going to bring together every part, every individual who is young and young at heart to contribute towards the process of transforming the food system. Thank you.